Israel Trevor Sibia, and me happy to mas for taking me through lo little bit journey, lo story, lo how now gospel him come and him arrive, lo people believe me, lo nala. This for story, him story where him part lo desire, lo me and many other people for doing research and finding out how now gospel him come arrive lo me before. This one him also part lo why okata boys lo me falagolo bus lo mga pahu and him part lo relearning bike what now the stories believe me where him come from before, what name happened, lo where, and who know the people where story him about him. Story blo how gospel him come, lo people believe me, lo nala, him one for a very, very special story to us. Actually, gospel him first arrived lo Malango, lo 1931. This one him first arrival blo gospel lo neighboring communities blo nala, and this fellow community where him lo record him under Vungala community. This one him after one fellow chief before chief lo that fellow bless name him Sambe, him put him invitation go down in a corner for the missionaries for come up. According lo record, missionary George Brown now him come up, first man for come up with him gospel lo and Vungala lo that fella time. Time gospel him arrive lo and Vungala him spread throughout the rest of the Lunga community, where people settle on before, and him come down go him kasem what community sem Malukuna. And one fellow big community too, where him closest to Nala, him now to call him lo Turahi community. Lo 1931 time gospel him arrive, him very likely that no anyone stay lo Nala yet. According lo some fella research where me read and compare him lot stories, people believe me or the still stop lo nginju time gospel him first arrive lo and Vungala. Story have him that nginju community oketa leave him after one for a big earthquake him happen lo that for community. Many believe that earthquake him come about after people lo Lunga and Turahi or start for pray for the people lo nginju. Because according to them, these fellow people are very, very resistant lo gospel lo Jesus Christ. Me go back lo history lo earthquakes lo yumi lo Guadalcanal. One fellow record him come out very clear that him even specifically mention him. One fellow earthquake where me happen inside lo Malango. This full earthquake happened on April number 30, 1939. This full earthquake not this full the same earthquake where caused him people blame me for losing now nginju. According to the stories below, some of the people where me or some of our elders where me story with him so far, Chief Susa him never come down lo Nala. Actually, according to stories bloketa, Chief Susa him decide for go down lo one for place of the column lo Tamauta after this for earthquake. And him come down lo Tamauta before him die. Tamauta and Nala to fala Kosap settled lo same time. Even though some of the story claim him that the eldest son below Chief Susa, which is Hemi Vurlo Kela, him now leading most of the people come down lo Nala for settling Nala first. during that full period to Brother Blahem, Emba, hem accompany him na Daddy Blahem for come down and stay lo Tamauta community. Time Chief Susa before him come lo Tamauta him already appoint him one fella hill that about the perem him, and this fella hill him not to call him lo Kokomuna. And hemi like for move come lo Tamauta because by hemi close to time him die and about to carry him up and bury him lo that fella hill. Even though no anyone accept him gospel lo nginju, some fella stories actually tell him that Timothy Betsa and Stephen Selly actually visit him Susa lo dying bed Blahem. Chief Susa actually give him life Blahem for master moments before him die. However, hemi never instructing people Blahem for doing same something. Tamauta was settled probably between 1939 and 1940. Me also believe that Embahem stay with him Daddy Blahem, lo Tamauta, and some of people stay with him lo Tamauta until time he die. And when Chief Susa him die and okataguap and berem him lo Kokomuna, everyone else go down and lose him Tamauta and go and settle him Nala. From this fella moment, lo 1939 to 1940, that was probably the time where people first and fully settled Nala community. During this fella time, gospel am already spread to mass, lo Lunga and Turai finish. And Nala people, now that okata stop lo there, still reject him gospel where he come through lo South Sea Evangelical Missions. From time gospel him arrive lo Andevungala to the time when first converts blo Nala community hemi 18 years. Nala community, because of how close him lo West Guadalcanal, hemi actually go towards him that every people here by become Catholics. Chief Vurlo Kela hemi garem one fella friend blahem lo Kusumba o Tangarare Paris. Nem blahem hem Paulo Carao. And this fella priest where hemi based lo Tangarare Paris lo that fella time hemi Father Nerico. According lo story, people blo Nala time okata move and not start for move out and go away from Nginju and Nala area are actually on their way for become Catholics long Sunana where him now Tangarare Catholic Paris hemi stay lahem. Even before SSCM arrived lo Nala, Catholic missionaries already arrived lo Nala, and they have given some fella special medallion where me suspect him that hemi rosaries for Chief Vurlo Kela. However, big fella something him happened towards the end of 1949. Hemi time for okata priests Blonala community for consult him now okata spirits inside lo community Lonala. Many priests okata do him now sacrifice and okata start for talk with him devil through what culture blumi lo malango yumi kolem lo hosu. One fella priest where him hosu lo that fella time name blahem hemi Joseph Pende. According lo hosu blahem okata spirits okata come and okata talk. Okata say that by okata everyone by go out. Every spirit where used to stay within people blonala. Everyone by take mokat seleva and toro mokat lo see. And that no matter how many time okata people try for call him mokat spirit for come back, by okata no come back. So okata people okata really fright. You know to ask him this fellow priest. Okata say, if you fella by go, or same by who now by him stay back with him me fella? Who now by him me look after me fella? Who now by me fella sacrifice lo him more because you fella by go from me fella? Okata spirit here reply and okata say that one fella spirit whereby me come after me fella, hemi big go more, strong go more, win him me fella. Him now by him look after me fella. Him now by him feed him me fella. Him now by you fella lot to him. Understandingly, people okata fright. People okata say no anything him awesome. Because okat never experience him, that devil him say by him lose him okata. And people start for blame him, this fella priest, where hemi offer him, this fella sacrifice. Soon after this fella time, people start for die. One fella picking die, another woman him die. And they start for suspect him that maybe this fella priest now hemi cause him this fella die for happen inside the community. Because of this fella situation, this fella priest him say that me by me go because him look him people no accept him this fella sacrifice and talk where the devil tell him through lo me. So this fellow priest him decide for leave him nala community and go lo one fellow community to call him lo Turahi. And story hemi have him that son blahem Mislam soma tu follow him lo that fellow time. According lo Mislam soma, tu fellow arrive lo Turahi lo Saturday, day before Sunday hemi come. Time Sunday him arrive, Mislam him say that Stephen, Sally and Matele to falna come down for taking prayer on a Sunday long Turahi. After to follow present him story blog gospel and after Stephen Sally him make him altar call. The first person for him respond lo this fella altar call hemi Joseph Pende, where hemi one for the leading priest inside Lonala community. Follow him go up lo that fella day hemi san blahem Mislam Soma. As soon as Tufala arrive go up on top and Tufala commit him life blood Tufala Jesus, everyone shout inside lo that fella church and I got to say the hard community Lonala him finally break. Matele now hemi deal with him Mislam Soma and Stephen Sally now hemi deal with him Joseph Pende. One fella person where him also give him life blahem lo Jesus lo that fella day hemi Naaman. News blow first converts blow Nala community hemi finally reach him on Pusu missionary station lo there. By this fella time Joseph Pende and San Blahem to fella already making way blow to fella go bike long Nala community. This was towards the beginning of 1950 and now Tufala go back lo Nala. By the time Tufala arrived lo Nala, hemi very few people no more left. According lo story, one fella wind hemi come in and hemi wipe him out the entire village. Even house where okata use him for prayer for okata spirits hemi been destroyed. Even house lo chief lo that fella time hemi been destroyed. And that one now hem also beginning lo time where okata start for settlum Mangapahu village, which is hemi roughly long 1950. According lo Aki, first missionaries were actually entering Mangapahu, hemi okata local missionaries bluyumi. Name bloketa again Stephen Selly, Matele, and Lupius. Story hemi say that okata missionaries bluyumi lo home, send them tok guaplo Mangapahu that about to come up and visit him na place. Lo day where okata local missionary bluyumi arrive, everyone lo Mangapahu okata gathered around. Lo one fella tambu tree belong chief where hemi calls up lo house blohem, and okata sit down lo there and wait as okata missionary arrive. Time okata missionary arrive, Ula hemi go inside and hemi talk with him chief vurlo inside lo house blahem. Inside lo talk here story hemi garem that hemi mediate with him chief here and say that okata missionary where okata come from South Sea Evangelical Mission okata arrive outside and hemi try for reason with him if him okay for okata stop and doing ministry long inside long Mangapahu. A few moments later, Ula hemi come out from house lo this fella chief and him declare him lo everyone where sit down round him house lo chief and close to this fella tambu tree and him say lo kata that Mangapahu community hemi open lo gospel lo Jesus Christ. Hem declare him that Mangapahu community okata missionaries okata allow okata for come and stop and do him waka below okata. Ula also describe him and him declare him that the chief hemi say that even if the like for building church lo Mangapahu okata garem permission for building church lo there. Many records and story describe him otahu now first forgive him life lo master lo that fella time. But it's believed that after this fella declaration from the chief, most an entire village lo Mangapahu to give him life lo for Jesus. According lo Aki, lo this fella day one fella big reconciliation him happen lo Mangapahu. Him happen between okata people seleva, but within lo this fella time, chief vurlo kela hemi come and hemi bring him now devil red money blahem and hemi surrender him for master. And him give him lo that fella time. This fella red money him give him on behalf lo him and Ula. During also lo this fella time, other chiefs o big man o Emba come and also give him devil red money bloketa. Other chiefs o Andrew also come and give him okata devil red money bloketa. All of the chiefs lo Mangapahu come and surrender him every devil red money bloketa lo during this fella day. It was believed that okata red mania somehow okata take him and give him for okata tribes people bloketa lo weather coast. According lo Mislam Soma, during lo this fala day, hemi tu hem one fala man for him respond. Hem and Daddy Blahem Joseph Pende to fala respond, and according to him to fala refresh him life blood to fala bike lo that fala day. Among other people were also give him life bloketa lo that fala day, hemi Isaac Vito, Sapanaya, Jasmel Casey, Philip Pasisi, and Checho. Okata missionaries, okata introduce him what to call him lo quiet time lo mga Pahu village. Inside lo this fala quiet time here, usually bell by him ring 3 a.m. every morning, and people by gather lo way okata sit down lo hem or stop lo hem and about to sit down and about to pray. People lo mga Pahu have been praying for many weeks and going for months now. According lo Aki, it has come to a point that a revival hemi break out inside lo community lo mga Pahu. Stories hemi state him that even people were not really accepting gospel, even lo mga Pahu, okata finally give him life blocked for master. There's even a story of someone where him say that by me never accepting this for the gospel and hemi like for run away, but then somehow hemi siki, and according to the story okat say him actually die, that okat the missionaries go and pray for him and time him life back, hemi give him life blahem for Jesus. Because of this fella revival, many other chiefs and many other people were okata keep him okata traditional and okata devil red money okata start for come and surrender him too. Even people were okata hide him okata something with him ginger okata some fella devil plant okata plant him okata either kill him die or come and surrender him lo church. Also lo this fella time people were okata used to addict lo smoking pipe bloketa okata were used to come and put him okata smoking pipe on top lo walling the church before to come inside for prayer. Okata too somehow miraculously okata been healed from addiction blo okata lo smoking and okata torwem okata smoking pipe bloketa. Even those who are addicted lo chewing betel nut okata torwem out and never for go back lo hem again. This fella revival lo mga Pahu him actually change him stuck away where Yumi people lo Nala and mga Pahu were used to practice him before. Yumi torwem okata practices here. One of those practices hemi Yumi use for suffocating pig before hemi die. Time revival him come, people believe that hemi not the right way for killing pig. You may have to take him axe or any stone and hit him head blahem and die before him save eat him this fella pig. Many of the people inside lo mga Pahu, starting from the chiefs, go down go kasi mat ordinary people, when they decide for let go lo things what holem lo past. O kata never holem back. According lo Aki, o kata people there never go back for smoking pipe lo kata. Never go back for chewing betel nut. Never go back for sacrificing pig more. O kata torwem everything and let go of everything until die blo kata. And many of these leaders o kata buried either lo Chichinge o lo Sungina. According lo Gordon Griffith, the missionary where hemi likely arrive lo mga Pahu hemi Wilbur Clark. And this one hemi go in line with him story lo Mislam Soma where hemi say that Mr. Clark now hemi come up lo mga Pahu. This one hemi roughly long 1951. Hem now the time where Mr. Clark hemi visit him Mangapahu village. By the time him visit him Mangapahu village, already people oketa lotu, already there is a church inside lo Mangapahu. It is believed that the first church inside lo Mangapahu was built lo 1950, and this fellow church hemi stay through Kasem 1955. Okata pastors where okata stay lo Mangapahu, number 1 hemi Stephen Selly, Lupius, Lucius, and Jezreel Vari. People start for leaving Mangapahu lo the 6th of February 1952. This one because people start for come down, for go to school, accessing with health services, and even for finding work lo Honiara. People already start for migrate come down, even though some fellas still stay back lo Mangapahu. But hem means that time okata come down, okata start for establishing okata big villages, or sem Chichinge and Sungina. Sungina Church hem actually established lo 1953. Up until today, communities were come down from Nginju Nginju, Nala, and eventually Mangapahu, okata formum Fofala main church inside lo Malango Association. Number 1, Sungina Local Church. Number 2, Namurauni Local Church. Number 3, Chichinge Local Church. And number 4, Ando Local Church. Local churches were representing Turahi and Lunga community today, hemi Pamphilia Local Church and Mataruka Local Church.